Yeah, look, you'd rather go for the contestable there. You don't want to give the Springbok team line out. That's where the Springboks are, they've got the ability to launch from this sort of Prendergast. They probably should have looked for the contestable kick. You could see he almost looked up for the cross kick, but he saw Sia covered that pace pretty well.
Africa.
So go for the contestable, win the chaos, and then look to strike from there. Springbok line out has been good, powerful, and also strong ball carriers.
No contest.
Great work at line-out time from the Springboks. No contest coming from Ireland.
Let go, tackle, get out, 7.
And the blindside flanker Bird. He's still in 9 line-outs.
Let's play.
This year. Reinach goes over the top. Shallow again.
Knock-on advantage.
Keenan Moody there to put pressure, and Springboks do gain at the knock-on advantage. Ivan Gomazulu goes long.
No pressure.
Mac Hansen. Most of his career on the wing. Very impressive at fullback against Australia. Will he be put under pressure here by the Springboks? Willemse contacted in the air.
Not clear.
Not clear as the call. On we go. Peter Steph-Toy.
That was clear. I don't know how that's not clear. That was pretty clear. But James Lowe, it was almost a little bit far for him. He couldn't get in the air on time. So what he needed to do is just shorten his steps, wait for Willemse to land and make the tackle. So here he's watching Willemse now, and he can't get involved there. Just needed to wait a second longer.
Anywhere behind
Willemse safe as houses at the back there. Tell you what, Lowe's had a busy game. From the start, he got a little run down the touchline, then another one, and a third one.
Ireland on the line. Ireland on the line. Here's the line, thank you.
Some of the best players in the world in the field today. Malcolm Marks feeds another successful line out for him. Ebenetabeth takes it in, and Kolisi crashes it up.
On the arm, not on the ball.
Hunting the turnover, Tyke Byrne.
No, enough.
Reinach goes high again. Shetland Colby's after this one. Ebenetabeth takes the lead. Brilliant hands from Sheehan.
No.
Gibson Park to Prendergast. Got men in motion on the outside. It's gone horribly wrong. And the cannon. Kane Moody.
Let go the tackle. No, 12.
Hunts the Irish behind the gain line. Back on their own 22-meter line now. It hasn't been the perfect start for Ireland by any stretch of the imagination.
That's enough.
Gibson Park gets it away.
Tackle.
Baird.
Right, use it.
Slowing down to a walking pace for Ireland. Gibson Park turns to the boot. Tommy O'Brien's after this. Damien Willemse almost grabbed it out of the skies.
Yeah, he committed. He committed. I thought maybe he might get away with a knock backwards. But he committed pretty early to that. But again, I think what's happening... So Willemse, he commits nice and early. Thought he had it there, or just got through the basket.
A little bit close on this
side. Got through the basket, but...
Well, I'm not sure if it's tight or loose.
What's happening there is that every time the Springboks are getting,
just make sure you give each other enough
they're making
space.
easy
Okay,
meters.
I'll come and have a look, but the last one
Ireland
is
are
a bit
sort
close on
of
the set.
kick return or scratch. They're making meters through there. Getting into the
good
wide
height,
channels.
Though. Okay, good patience.
Go, boys.
It's going to be interesting to see how Ireland do this scrum. Is it in and out? Keep on playing. Or they're wary of the Springbok power here, because the Springboks will try to disrupt their base. And Bandi Aki is generally the go-to guy. They usually have a fancy start to move so they can get quick ruck ball and then look to get into shape from there. So there's...
Keep coming, thank you.
The ball exited the scrum in less than a second almost. Reinach makes the tackle.
Use it. Counter's good. Don't touch the 9.
He makes a nuisance of himself, slowing down the ball for Gibson Park. O'Brien keen to get after this one. Slightly long for O'Brien to put pressure onto Moody.
Player falling.
Reinach clears. Good pace on that defensive line from Caelan Doris.
2 hands. Ball is out.
Almost securing the turnover there.
No, Andrew, no one.
The Irish.
Use it.
And the Springboks here will just want to slow it down, get into their kicking shape.
Enough now, 7. Enough. No, 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 no. Good choices, please, 6.
Keeping a close eye on things as Matthew Carly, our
Onside.
referee.
Use it.
Kobus Reinach sends one to the skies again. Once again, slightly shallow. Cheslin Colby putting
No
pressure
touch,
on.
play
Low
on.
can't get hands on. Here's Nortgear. Muscling up to the hit, does well to get the ball away as well, under pressure.
There go. Supporting your own weight.
Detroit takes it to goal.
Use it.
Kobus Reinach to Jasper Wiese. Good strong tackle from Andrew Porter.
Right, use it.
Not afraid to slow things down. At this point, the Springboks. This time, Cheslin Colby's after this one. It's a better measurement on the kick. Mac Hansen can't take it. James Lowe under pressure, hunting it on the ground, seeking the turnover of the Springboks. Could not get it. Gibson Park gets it away to Furlong, and
Penalty.
now Ireland look to move wide quickly.
Advantage.
Springboks numbered up on the outside. An advantage as Feinberg and Ngomazulu fields it.
Offside. The ruck shifted,
Yeah, I must say
and the
that the
players
Irish
never
ability
retreated with
from
the ruck.
turnover almost to get into shape. And then look for the wide option. So they've got the pod of 10 or of 9, sorry, with the fly up in the back. You know, once they link with the forwards and they get that ball out wide, they commit defenders on the inside. Then they've got space out wide in the wider channels.
Behind that, okay? Just be careful, okay? Once we have a ruck, even if the players go to the ground, I don't want to see hands going in.
Pretty open
be
game
careful.
at the moment.
Even if we have a ruck and it goes to the floor, you can't.
The Springboks will take confidence for the fact that at first attacking set on the halfway,
making good decisions.
Vincent managed to get the try. On Ireland off line, it's all as a bag of tricks.
5. Receiver. Thank you.
Ebenetebe putting pressure again. Unbearable intensity from the Springboks.
Yeah. Have a look at Yeben. They've done the homework on the Irish line out here. And the worst thing to do when this happens is to start to panic. It's line out number 2 now.
We'll be slightly guessing.
Evans reading it perfectly at the moment, trying to force that front ball. He's contesting at the front. Ron Nokia is very good at the back.
10.
Check well.
It's over 15.
Brilliant execution under pressure from Sheehan. The Irish set the rolling ball.
Entry.
Well, entry, another penalty advantage. Gibson Park away
Penalty
to a key.
advantage.
Free play really for the Irish here. Prendergast looking to thread the needle.
Side entry. 4.
This is an interesting one
and then players subsequently entered from the side. 4 and 7.
Yeah. So Thomas
Just
Tutoy,
outside the 15.
the ball was over the 15, so he's allowed to go around the other side, but the maul had formed, so he went
You
in
must hit
late.
behind the hindmost
So probably
foot.
just read it slightly late. Once the maul
Find
had
them for your
formed,
back player.
bit of line out from Ireland under pressure, went over the 15, which is almost a guaranteed ball because it's uncontested.
Speak to Christoph if you want clarity.
One thing that nobody in Ireland is complaining about is the proficiency of the boot of this young man, Sam Prendergast, just 22 years of age. They have been speaking a lot about his proficiency in terms of defense. We saw one of the Springbok lineouts there, Sia Khaleesi, running right in that 10 channel. See how he goes today. Chance to put first 3 on the board. Well, the prodigy hits the post, comes bouncing back into the welcoming arms of James Lowe. And Ireland remain without any points on the board. But they are in the red zone now. Here comes Tadhg Furlong. Gibson Park away to Van der Fleer. Some gaps in the Springbok defence. The Aviva crowd rising to meet the Irish side. Here comes Ringrose. Great counter-ruck from the Springboks there. That is a dangerous entry from James Ryan. Away it comes to Caelan Doris.
No hands, step back.
Slow ball for Gibson Park. Recycles eventually. A chance for Byrne. Oh, that is brilliant from Ireland. Wave after the missed kick, and they're over the line.
Great try from Ireland, but I'm pretty certain they might have a look at that clean. They might have a look at that clean. Take Byrne, he's the MVP of this team. He's probably the best in the Irish team. But there was a reckless clean there that they have to look at.
Okay, Timo check. We're looking at a potential illegal clear out by Ireland number 4.
And the crowd turns on Matthew Crowley as he realizes the check is against them.
Okay, so we need to see the far side to see if that arm is coming up or not.
Just need contact points.
Yeah. Okay, so the South African player, number 10, was over the ball jackling. He is pulled to floor by the Ireland player. And then the Irish player is then late arriving, number 4. I believe it's definite head contact.
Yes.
But glancing. But, okay. Can we just see one more time from the touchline, please?
He's nowhere near the ball.
Yeah, coming for you now.
There's head contact, definitely. He's going to walk here.
The dynamic have been falling over that player, so we're not sure whether that arm will come. So I'm going to send it to off-field. Number 4. Okay. Okay, we have a decision. Number 4 is an illegal clear out. He makes contact with the head. It will be a yellow card, and it will go for an off-field review.
It's difficult to look for mitigation because he didn't have to do that. Malcolm walks nowhere near the ball, off the feet, shoulder in the head. He's going to be in trouble here.
So that yellow card is under review from what's called the banquet. There will be referees poring over those images to see whether or not it can be escalated to a red card.
They're pulling. What you're going to do here is work backwards. Reckless, not near to the ball. The Ireland, their pressure release here. That's a little bit too far.
Not a great kick from Mac Hansen, not a great kick from Feinberg and Gomezulu.
As soon as you move forward.
Missing touch.
As soon as you move forward.
Quite a distance. Now from the mark, which is a free kick. James Lowe chase after this kick. And there's number 10 drifting towards the touchline. Well, a couple of inaccurate plays from 2 of the best teams in the world.
That's, for any young kicker, that's not a good example. Missing touch. He'll be nervous there. Ryan's going to be in trouble here. It's hard to look for mitigation.
No, play on. Play on, how many? How many? Evan? How many?
Can the Irish put
Stay
pressure
there,
on the
Ryan.
Springbok lineup? Such an advantage against Australia in that regard. No contest again from Ireland, taken in by Etzebeth. Feinberg goes into Zulu into the midfield. Damien Dialenda feeds Kolisi. Ranach arrives eventually, and Feinberg Gomezulu slings it wide for Moody.
Ball live.
And that was pretty smart from Ireland. What happened after that line out is there was a tackle on Ranach and almost held him on the ground because he needs to get to the next phase. That's why he was almost late to picking that ball up and playing down the short side.
Okay, thank you.
All sorts happening in the Springbok lineout. Malcolm Marx, over 100 successful lineouts for him this year. Jesse Creel to Damien Willemse. A touch again.
Okay.
Should be another Springbok lineout. Rassie Erasmus won't be
Yes. A bit in
too
and out.
disappointed with what's happening so far in this match, taking the air out of the stadium.
Okay, off Ireland, touch off Ireland.
Yeah, and then it could be a nervous stadium at the moment. The call's going to come about that yellow or red card.
5.
You see Ty Byrne important here.
Bang on the money, Ruan Norkia.
This is an Irish pack with a man down.
South Africa to the floor is the call. No penalty advantage coming. The timing perfect from Tyg Byrne. And he affects the turnover. Cleaned up by Tyg Furlong.
Right, watch them on the floor.
Gibson Park to Prendergast.
In the 22.
James Lowe. Considering running from their own 22, he skips a couple of tackles.
Stay onside. Use it.
Centre field is Gibson Park. Andrew Porter. Ready for duty.
Use it.
Gibson Park to Prendergast under pressure.
Wait.
Finds good touch.
Ireland on the line.
And Ireland did well to manage to disrupt that ball or win that ball on the ground. To be honest with you, I'm not sure he stays on the field. I don't see how he stays on the field for that. If he had gone over without the head contact, maybe he stays on this. The head contact, that's going to be his downfall.
Another no contest from Ireland at line-out time, taken in by Etzebeth. Feinberg and Gomezulu sends it skyward. Hansen against Moody. Great work from Mac Hansen. And Tommy O'Brien sends it downfield, but directly into touch.
Yeah, so it's like Ireland have gone into the rope-a-dope at the moment. The Springboks set piece off the set piece. We've seen the ball to Sia out in the wider channels. The shorter kick from Damon Willemse. The kick up into the air here, which Ireland won the contest in the air, managed to survive this one. We saw the maul that Ireland survived, but you can't tackle forever.
My fault, I got it wrong. 6.
Malcolm Marks this time heats Peter Step to toy. Here's Jesse Kriel looking to punch a hole in that defense. Prendergast makes his tackle. Reinach away to Visa. Visa's in a gap. Gets his offload away to Ruan Nortje. Within a meter of the line now. The Springboks compiling into the breakdown. Jasper Visa goes again. They are knocking on the door. Can they bang it down? The pick and go! It comes from Boan Venter! He's in for try number 2 in green and gold.
We will look at it. I've already alerted the TMO. I've already alerted the TMO. It will be checked.
Well, the Springboks are humming now. Just mentioned that you can't tackle forever. A bit of variation in play. And the target there. Are they going to look at forward pass from Visa on the offload? Forward. But you can see what the Springboks are doing, especially with a long, bigger line out. The target is Prendergast.
So that pass there, we believe, is forward, Jacko?
Correct.
Okay, so we have a decision. Happy?
Yeah, over to you.
The pass from 8 inside to number 5 comes out of the hands forward. It will be no try and a scrum to Ireland.
It's a pity. You can see the temptation. Ruanoke is probably shouting it's on, which it is on, but he just needed to hang a little bit deeper, just behind Visa, so he can see his number. Then you're really in the mix. If you're quite close shoulder to shoulder and he gets delayed with that offload, you could be in front. But again, the Springboks from line out there. You saw Jesse Kriel, one pass straight to the Irish fly-off. Prendergast trying to make meters there. They made good meters down the short side.
So then we're okay.
The heat is going to come the scrum now.
Second one was better.
They have to put Pandiaki in there. Yeah, there he is, close to the scrum.
You still have to be
it's going to be interesting. How do Ireland change this picture? How do they change the momentum?
I can see that clearly. So if you
how do they change the flow of the game?
And I can't see it.
I think Springboks had 3 or 4 full-man lineouts, attacking lineouts in the Irish half.
Make sure you bound in.
And if they get belted this scrum, then the momentum still stays with the Springboks.
Yeah, but
chances are it's in and out. Just have a look at Doris's body language. Does he change from going in between the locks to in between, I think, Pandiaki? So it's a quick hook in and out. That's generally the sign if he's going to play quickly, if he changes. There he is, he's changed.
No, he's not. No, he's not. Yes. Onside. Enough off feet. Use it. No. Good choice. Make a good choice here. No. You're in the ruck. Yeah, go for it. Time off. Okay. Kalen. Thank you. We have a decision from the bunker. The yellow card will be upgraded to a 20-minute red card because it is high danger, because the action is always illegal.
I'll tell you something, he's fortunate it wasn't a straight red.
No, because it's shoulder to shoulder and then up to the head, and we're not sure.
I mean, that is reckless. Not close to the ball, straight into the head.
Time on.
There is nothing legal about that. He's lucky he didn't get a straight red.
So from the goal line dropout, Ireland send it as far as Feinberg and Ngomazulu, 15 on 14 for the next 20 minutes. In fact, less than that, because some time had been served. TMO team took a good long look at all of the images from James Ryan's infringement. I'm sure there'll be plenty of South Africans screaming at their television screens right now about consistency. So Andy Farrell's team under pressure.
Everybody patient for the ball. Same weight, meet over the mark.
Pretty much half-time. More concerningly, perhaps, is the style in which they've been playing in this first half.
The question is, how do Ireland survive this one? For Springboks to go for the big scrum, penalty advantage, and then from then on it's a free play. And how Ireland survive this set, it's going to be important, because it's an important set here. There we go.
The Irish are getting cranked at scrum time. Damien Dialene away to Jesse Creel with the penalty advantage waiting for the Springboks. James Lowe disrupts well along with Baird. Slows things down. We go back for that penalty.
Stepped out for me.
What's the call
now?
You
went that way. You just stay in front of him.
Corner, man down, go full line out with the maul. Ireland won't survive that maul. The Springbok maul's been good. Even Andre Esther hasn't got a try the other week. Just keep the pressure on. Ireland on the ropes here, man down. Springboks are making good meters. And Ireland, they're not known as a defensive team, they're an attacking team. So the workload, it takes the juice out the legs, the scrums, the mauling, losing gain line, the extra work with the man down eventually starts to tell. But first things first for the Springboks, win the ball and look to build from there, look to run the bases from there.
9 successful lineouts for the Springboks, and now they set that formidable rolling maul. The Irish resist at first, but can they get this maul rolling forward? The Springboks, they're staying stuck to the task here, and the Irish are wilting off the edges. There's an advantage to the green and gold here. Another penalty.
Number 1 on the floor. They fell over number 1, who lost his feet.
The pressure is building. The temperature is rising here at the Aviva today.
Oh, the squeeze is on. The squeeze is on from the Springboks. They can smell blood. They've got them on the ropes.
Scrum.
Right call. Malcolm Marks called it. When the front ranker calls it, you know, they feel they can get the push over. Again, Ireland, look how well set it is. Visa right at the front, ball at the back. And there goes Porter straight to ground. But Ireland here are going to have to dig deep, because the heat is coming from that Springbok pack now. You see the focus. The Springbok scrum has been solid. It's been very good. And they've told Kobus Reinach one thing: do not let that ball out.
Do not lean across on the bind like that, and do not pre-engage, okay? Thank you. I've asked them to take the weight off on the bind. Just hold where you are, don't try and counter it.
Oh, it's a pressure cooker. On the bench, the Irish have loose head proper placement, who has 3 caps to his name.
Hold your weight.
So Porter under pressure to set things right.
Crouch! Bind! Set!
The Springboks go again. Cobus Reinach feeds the scrum. They earn the penalty advantage. Kane and Moody dropping bodies.
Yeah, willing runners.
To the floor.
But Ireland have got to be careful here. Too many penalties in the 22-meter area. I think between him, Jesse Creel and Damon Delander, they all wanted the ball. Not sure who was meant to receive this one. It was Sasha Feinberg, Gomezulu also there. So he's the back option. There's one channel they're going at. They're going to look at this one again also. Yeah, they're going to look at this one again.
You've got time. Take the time. Their players down.
Just because you come off second best in a tackle doesn't mean you won't see a card on the back of it.
Okay, so we have a TMO check. Jacko, tell me what we're going to look at.
Issue the actions of white 14 making head contact.
White 14 making potential head contact with South Africa 14.
It's too upright, needed to dip a bit lower. It's going to be a yellow for him here. This one's going to go to the bunker also.
The definition of adding insult to injury. Tommy O'Brien with a valiant effort. It may cost him his place on the field for 10 minutes.
You're right with that? So we're considering penalty only, so we're between penalty and yellow card at the moment. He's really passive. And some of the forces through the chest to the chest. Okay, so we have an agreement between us. So we have a decision. Jacko, we're going to go for a penalty only. We believe the player is extremely passive, and although he makes head contact, both players are dipping into the action as well.
Yeah, fine with that.
Okay, so it's going to be a penalty. You've got a choice of a penalty here or a penalty over there.
Well,
it's on the 15 or on the 5?
Leading literally and figuratively.
15. And your option? Okay.
So the problem there is, well, the problem for Ireland is Kane Moody was, he initiated the
penalty. I've already spoken to their prop to
the defense, so almost flat-footed when he got there. But the only way Ireland survived this one is by stopping it illegally. That Springbok scrum, the last one went down, Porter went down.
Stay square.
And if he goes down again, yeah, there might be a yellow for Porter.
Yeah, of course.
Or a penalty try.
Wait on the bind. Not seeing that step over, Vico. No. I'm terribly sorry. I've had a late call. We've got to get a player off for a HIA. 14, you've got to go for a head injury assessment.
The Springbok scrum is stalking its prey.
Yeah, that's fine.
Tommy O'Brien heads off the field for an HIA.
Placement is on or not?
I don't think anybody can have any questions about the necessity of that. Jack Crowley warming up to come onto the field. In a highly pressurized situation. Not a natural born winger by any stretch of the imagination. I assume Mac Hansen will be shifting onto the wing, and
Let's go then.
Crowley perhaps will be taking up the number 15 position. There we go.
Time on.
For the Springboks, I think, you know, the scrum gives you a free play unless they score from the scrum. Then they can attack, but it's the power game that Ireland are starting to get hurt a bit. They've been tackling a lot. And eventually starts to tell now, men down. They're getting battered. Players going off for HIAs. The heat is coming out from the Springboks. scrum again looking dominant. Sheehan popping out.
Both up at the same time.
Like Furlong ready to celebrate, but he'll have to go again. One of the most grizzled front rankers in the business. One of the many British and Irish Lions players in this Irish scrum. Looking for any advantage they might get.
This whole sequence is just taking too long, to be honest with you. And Ireland, if they go in half-time and they're only down by a try, they'll be pretty pleased with that, with the red card coming back on. So the Springboks want this over and done with. They need to be clinical and they need to be ruthless.
The Springbok scrum light the fuse once more, and they detonate the TNT. Another penalty advantage. Damien Dialendi over the top of Prendergast, sets the ruck.
Penalty advantage.
The recycle slow from Reinach. Here's Jasper Wiese. Etzebeth next up, had to juggle the ball. Losing meters, phase by phase right now.
The advantage, 6 off his feet.
The infringements really just keep on coming in the red zone, and they are living on the edge, Ireland. Here comes Reinach! He capitalizes, sides them open, and it's a second try for South Africa.
Yeah, and that's the strength of Kobus Reinach. Always keeps the defenders around the ruck. Busy. I think Ireland, it might be a double blow here with the yellow also. I think there were 2 or 3 penalties in that sequence.
In the same sequence, offside.
Ireland are bleeding. More bad news for Ireland.
Andy.
And guess who made that first tackle where Damien Dialendi, I think, made meters, one of the Springbok players. It was Prendergast, so he's clearly a target on the Springbok attack. Make meters over him, attack him, and then look to play from there.
Sasha puts another 2 on the board for the Springboks. 2 tries to none. They lead 12 points to 0.
And Reinach, his ability, he always snipes around the racks. There's a little bit of a dog leg. There's no fold from Ireland. There's no fold from Ireland. A defender missing. They needed one more to fold around the corner. He sees it. They buy it. And also there's a short run. I think Cheslin Colby came short. Kept James Lowe busy. Over he goes. Took a while, but the Springboks have got it in complete control.
The patience this man has shown to earn a couple of consecutive caps, starting at the number 9 for South Africa.
Tell me when you're ready.
Testament to the quality of this side over the last few years. Which of course includes 2 back-to-back Rugby World Cups. Now with Prendergast off the field and Crowley on, covering fullback, while Tommy O'Brien is off getting an HIA. It's Crowley that gets us restarted, and Jasper Wiese, who does not know the meaning of a backward step, who carries it in. Reinach sends one high for Moody to chase, so dangerous in the air. Hansen under pressure again. Kane and Moody. He is a special talent. Reinach gets it away. Feinberg and Gomezulu. Attacking intent from the Springboks. Just Jesse Creel sends it to Detroit. Chaos on the ground, and Van der Fleer secures it for Ireland. How have the tables turned?
Yeah, you got to look at that breakdown again, and Ireland were quite too smart there. Once the tackle is made, the rival player, they're actually taking the South African cleaners out, so the ball is actually exposed, and then you look to attack from then on. So it was a wide breakdown, but good tackle made, but the arriving players from Ireland actually took the South African cleaners out, ball exposed, and then it became a bit of a mess. Important set here. They need a positive outcome, Ireland. They need to claw their way back, and they haven't had a lot of, well, they've had no position.
What an opportunity for the 13 men of Ireland. Baird does so well to snatch that one out of the air. And an advantage to Ireland. Already this has been profitable. Josh van der Fleer breaks away. Gibson Park gets it clear. Bandiaki on the charge. They've got the bit between their teeth. They send it long. What a try. Dan Sheehan. He's going at a rate of a try a game. And he brings the Irish back into the conversation with 13 men on the field.
Again, a penalty advantage. But look at the run from Bandiaki and the pass from Gibson Park. That skip pass here was magical, so again they go, but Van der Fleer here, nice and strong. Balanced runner, strong in contact. He breaks away. But look where Aki's coming from, what distance he's coming. Picks his line perfectly, gets in between. Well, past Sasha Feinberg and Gomezulu. Yeah, look at that. And the cleaning here is excellent, but this pass here, Gibson Park magic, the skip out pass. Dan Sheehan out wide, nice and flat. Islander right back into it.
And all of a sudden, the game of rugby has broken out at the Aviva Stadium. Crowding to convert.
It also just shows how penalties change the flow of the game. Because Ireland conceding penalty after penalty after penalty, eventually a yellow card. But this time Ireland managed to get a bit of position. Dan Sheehan in between the defenders. But as he gets this ball, look how he dips, looks over to it, almost like a running back in the NFL. Dips nice and low into contact, hard to stop, pumps his legs, over he goes. Farrell Senior's happy.
Feinberg and Gomezulu. Restart for match. Less than 2 minutes to play to the half-time break. Time ticking away for the potential replacement of James Ryan. Or the definite replacement of James Ryan, I should rather say. Interestingly, Ireland have two loose forward replacements on the bench and no specialised lock. I presume that Baird would shift into the lock position, and Cian Prendergast or Jack Conan will come onto the field in a few moments' time. The Irish back under pressure, 10.5.
And you can see why the Springboks are kicking that side, because James Lowe, if you kick towards the right, then they use his left boot to get him out of trouble. So kicking that side, trying to negate the boot of James Lowe. That was a good kick, of course, it's right in the corner. So you can't maneuver the attack to put it on James Lowe's boot.
Etzebeth, another clean take. Reinach sent it away to Damien Bialendi. Between him and Jesse Creel, they extend the South African record for a centre combination here today in Dublin. The knock-on comes scrum feed to Ireland.
It's going to be in and out again. Doris, just look.
Do you have a number?
The key is there is to see what Doris does.
Jacko, put it on the screen.
One Prendergast off, another Prendergast on.
A hand on the floor in the bottom of that ruck.
Oh.
Yep.
So was the ball played when Renat?
So, number 21.
22.
No, we're not. 22.
No, that's pretty clear. That's cynical.
Number 22. Leave the field.
Wow.
Yeah.
Clearly off his feet. That is a cynical action.
No need
number
for that.
22.
There's no need for that. And that's the pressure also. Cool heads, calm heads needed. Your defense is set. The ruck is set there. Back your defense structures. No need for that. But you know, if Ireland could survive this one, they're going to half-time pretty happy, considering they're a man down, under pressure in the scrums, line-outs under pressure at times. This changes the whole landscape of this game around, or this half around, because it's given momentum back to the Springboks.
Okay, and you're happy the time is correct?
Onto the field. The older Prendergast brother, Cian Prendergast.
6.
Ruan Nortje receives the ball at the front of the line out for the Springboks. They set that rolling maul again, sapping the energy of their Irish opponents, who are all over the show right now when the penalty advantage comes. Penalty after penalty in the red zone against Ireland in the first half.
Man on the outside.
So many decisions for referee Matthew Qualley to make just in this first half. He's under pressure and he's handling it well.
He's here. He's here.
I think with Qualley, you never feel that there's doubt. He's pretty decisive in his decision making.
Here's the mark.
Surely go for the corner here.
Yes. 1 and 3 green replacements. 1 and 3 green replacements. They're making a replacement.
Well, look, this sub was going to happen 5 minutes after half time anyway, so just happened slightly earlier.
Scrum call. No. If I have to penalise you again,
they're going to choose the scrum.
I won't have any option but to send you from the field. It was 3. It's a new prop, but that's 3 scrums in a row. If it happens again, I'll have to put you in the sin bin. So I'm not seeing that, and neither is Carl.
Well, as a young lad growing up watching rugby, never did I think I would love scrums so much as I do.
We go forward, not left.
Well, the message to Walker Low is pretty simple yet. Get the penalty and let the backs play. It's a long way home from that scrum. It's not even on the 5 meter.
Crouch!
So
Bind!
Andrew Porter is going to be a sore man tomorrow.
Set!
Fresh front rankers on the field, and the Springboks feast again. Jasper Visa breaks blind. Gibson Park looking for the immediate turnover. Cannot get it, so the Springboks will have an attacking opportunity. Feinberg and Ngomazulu juggles that one, send it long.
I think Porter's going to walk. He's running out of patience with him, and he's a
4 scrums in a row. 4 scrums in a row. He's on the outside and collapsing to the floor.
And Andrew Porter is a serial offender in terms of the scrumming, turning their hips out
They should have another
and scrumming in and boring in. But then again, you've got Thomas Tutoy and Wilkela. You don't sleep well on a Friday night.
Try and fill off, please, because we're going to need a replacement.
I guarantee the same thing's going to happen now.
7.
Cap number 4. With the replacement loose head, Paddy McCarthy. How must it feel running onto the field under these circumstances? Knowing what has come before, knowing what is coming next. Bukulo, fresh legs. And it's quite a pair of legs they are. Quadzilla is what they call him.
Ireland will do well to survive the scrum. The pressure's coming.
Bind! Set!
We go again. That is meat and potatoes. The Vulkulo, Gerard Steenekamp and Malcolm Marks. Another penalty advantage, and it's going to be a penalty try.
Again, we've got to give it to the Springbok management. They got the substitutions right. Bringing on Wilkela in that set. Well, in that set there.
What a fascinating first 40 minutes in Dublin. The Springboks, who have not won here since 2012, are dominant. They are ascendant, and they have 15 players on the field to the 12 of their opposition. 40 minutes remain. The Springboks lead in Ireland by 19 points to 7 at halftime. Don't you go anywhere.